Girls Leadership, an organization that has really made inroads into teaching young women how to become the leaders of the future that we need. Seema has spoken to you all before, am I right? So touch that microphone right up to your lips, Kendall, and tell us what your experience has been in Louisville Girls Leadership.
Louisville Girls Leadership has been the most transformative experience that I've, been through. I started off as a sophomore in the program as well as everybody else, and I knew that we were going to do great things, and I couldn't wait to really take my commitment further, and so that's why I stayed in the program for my junior year, and I co-led an awareness group, which did great things. We raised $200 for the organization.
Wonderful.
And now I'm co-chair of the steering committee of Louisville Girls Leadership, and I'm really proud and I'm really excited for what we're going to do this year.
That's amazing. Kendall Beach is this young lady. You're going to say something about
Yeah, I'm just
them.
going to say, to be as young as you are and to be doing as many things that you're doing, you should feel so incredibly proud of yourself. I'm like beaming with pride for you. I just wanted to
How did you find out about them, by the way?
So really randomly, but there are students in Louisville Girls Leadership that go to KCD, which is my old high school.
Uh-huh.
I went and spoke at their junior ring ceremony, and it apparently was well received. I think it was maybe you who suggested that I come speak, and it was just sort of word of mouth. And I found out about this organization and met Kelsey, and now I'm so incredibly obsessed, and I'm done fangirling. Now you may speak.
No, it's okay. It's absolutely wonderful. Shreya Dodwani, tell us a little bit about your experience with Louisville Girls Leadership.
Well, as Kendall said, it's honestly been one of the most transformative experiences that I've ever had. I remember I was an open applicant. So,
and what does that mean?
So usually girls are nominated by their schools, but we also have this portion of the program where girls who didn't know about the program before can apply to get in, and then their applications are reviewed. And we just finished reviewing this year's newest applications like 2 weeks ago, so not too long ago at all. So I'm so grateful that I took the time to fill out that application, because honestly, I did not know what I had coming for me. This has been one of the best experiences of my high school career. I truly could not see my 4 years in high school without this program, and it's made me it's truly made me a leader.
So what year do you typically apply to be a part of Louisville Girls Leadership?
So you apply your sophomore year, because our whole philosophy is that the girls should have a year to settle into their new high schools before they can apply and be a part of the program.
Keep talking. I just hear somebody coming in the door.
Yep.
I'm going to make space for them. Hi, come on in. Join the crowd.
Hey.
We're having a little round table here in Crescent Hill Radio.
All right. So, yeah, it's truly been a transformative experience, honestly. And I could not imagine my life without these girls. We've created such a support system. We even joke that this is kind of like a sorority in a sense, because we're such good friends. We're like practically sisters. And it's such a wonderful experience to be able to create a niche of people in our local community who you can count on, who are just as driven, if not more, than you are.
Listen to how articulate they are.
I'm telling you.
That's what I love.
I'm not kidding that I was extraordinarily impressed. I'm like, I've spent a lot of time trying to not sound like an idiot, and you are 17 and are doing it better than I am, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it.
I wouldn't call you an idiot, Seema, really. But I would like you to lean into the picture a little bit more so people can see you. Look at the camera, Seema.
Sorry, guys.
Smile.
Just trying to
Scoot
get my
your
presence
chair up.
down. Here I am.
Scoot your chair forward a little bit. Kendall, you can do the same thing. There you go. Perfect. Just don't cover up Seema.
Okay.
That's the most important thing right now, is do not, under any circumstances, cover up Seema. We also have Emma Cool, who's just arrived in the studio. And can you share your mic with her, please?
Hi.
Shreya? Go ahead. And Emma, what we've been asking these two young ladies is what their experience has been like in Louisville Girls Leadership. And take that mic out of her hand and just touch your lips almost to it.
Well, like they've probably said, LGL has been one of the most transformative experiences of my life. I've made some of my best friends, especially these two girls right here. And just we've been together for 3 years. So we've just gotten to know each other so well. And a lot of us have the same interests. So it just made us even closer.
So you're seniors now.
Yes, we are.
And you've been doing this since sophomore year.
Yes.
That is pretty cool. How did they get your attention? How did you find out about it? Who wants to take it?
I'll take this
Go
one.
ahead, take it. Turn that microphone. There you go.
Okay,
right towards your mouth, like this. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
There we go. Thank you.
I
can't
That's
sing.
not where this needs to go.
I hope this is not what this is about. So the way that I found out about the program is that I think either in 2007 or in 2008, my sister actually was in the program.
Okay.
And I saw how much she loved it. She was a co-chair as well. She was doing great things. She was actually in the newspaper a couple of times because of LGL.
Really?
And I was like, I need to harp on this. So like my freshman year and my sophomore year, I was bugging my college counselors like, nominate me for this program, nominate me for this program, nominate me for this program. And I finally did get nominated, and I was so excited, so relieved that I actually got in. And I couldn't wait to see what these 3 years had in store for me, and I am so pleased with the result.
Fantastic. I'm going to play a little music thing here because we need to know where to go to find out what the best music is in town. And if you're not going out tonight, I would suggest strongly that you listen to the Homegrown Radio Hour. It starts at 7 o'clock. My guest tonight is the fabulous and talented and really good-looking Dr. Alex Wright. He is a hospitalist and a singer-songwriter, as well as being a fabulous husband and father. So he's giving us an hour of his very, very, very limited time to come in and play the Homegrown Radio Hour for us tonight. It's on 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 1 hour of talk and music, getting to know Dr. Alex Wright, and you will very much enjoy this Homegrown Radio Hour. Meanwhile, the guys from the Morning Jam put together a little lookout to the city for you, because if you're not sure where to go to hear some good live music, they will tell you.
Let's take a look at the WCHQ concert view for Wednesday, October 12th.
We try to get as much diversity as we can. And then they come in to have 4 or 5 sessions each year, learn about just leadership skills and how they can grow as a leader, and also civic leadership and servant leadership as well. And then they have the opportunity after they graduate to come back junior and senior year to lead the program on the steering committee. And then we're seniors, so we've been there 3 years. And Shri and I are actually the marketing directors this year.
Wow.
So
what
it's
an
pretty
experience.
Exciting. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is an experience, and I feel like over the past 3 years, as we've progressed through the different levels of LGL, we've gotten to see a different side of it. I know my sophomore year, we kind of were on the learning aspect, and then junior year, when we were on the steering committee, we got to see more of how everything was being orchestrated and the backgrounds and the theatrics of everything. And then now as seniors, we're marketing chairs, co-chairs, If Girls Rise chairs, and we're actually the people who are really, really leading the program. So it's been
Girls
great.
Rise chairs.
Right. So If Girls Rise is a fundraising shindig that we have.
I like shindigs. That works for me.
It's much classier.
Event is another word you could use.
It's a classy shindig.
Yeah. Symposium is a third word you could use.
Right. It is a right. So it's like a marketing or
A black tie event.
It's a black. Wow, I just spoke in French, you guys. I just said we. Oh my god. Okay, no.
Pretty impressive that she speaks
I'm
French.
saying multilingual.
I don't even know what's wrong with me right now, but
Well,
yes.
first of all, have you ever been on the radio before?
No.
I'm saying you're changing lives
They
here.
walk
You have no
into
idea.
a radio show, pick up the microphones, and talk like they've done it all their lives. That's part of Louisville Girls leadership, I'm sure.
I mean, I think that the level of sophistication, I'm telling you, of these young
Yes.
ladies is exceptional.
Yeah.
But I think you should speak a little bit more, because the If Girls Rise event is something that any girl in Louisville can come to?
Right. It's anyone who is invited. You don't even have to be. I guess you do have to be invited to come, but it's not like it's very open, very welcoming event. So you get to see what the girls have prepared. We kind of last year we had artwork for each of the groups, so you could see what each focus group had done that year and what their project was about. There was a bunch of fundraising, bunch of socializing, bunch of networking, and that's where we really put our networking skills to use, which we all learned in LGL. Again, we had another board member come in and speak to us about how we can network, how we can put our names out there in the society at such a young age, which I really think is not something we can find in other programs.
But If Girls Rise, the shindig, classy shindig, you have to wear black and white for a black tie
I don't
event.
think that I did, but yes.
I mean,
black tie event.
all the co-chairs and all the LGL girls, we wear black. And one year they even had like little fasteners that they wore on their heads. So
Louisville
it is
loves
very
a hat.
classy.
Yeah.
Fascinators are the newest thing in Derby. Everybody's got a fascinator. Okay, did you finish? Did you finish what you were saying?
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
Okay, good. So these three young ladies are part of a group that comprises how many young women and at how many different schools? Do you have any clue?
So I believe it's like 44 sophomores, and we have about 12 seniors, maybe 9
Yeah.
seniors.
I think we have 9 seniors this year.
And then we have like 12 juniors. So this is like the biggest that the program has ever been, the biggest that the steering committee has ever been. And we're really excited to see what all of these ideas will come up with. And then as for the scope of the program, it's, as Emma said earlier, like 2 or 3 girls maybe from each high school in Jefferson County / Louisville area. So, yeah.
Wow, so that's widespread.
Yes.
Right.
What is the steering committee? Who's on it? How are they helping you?
So the steering committee is all the girls. So when you come in as a sophomore, you have the option of staying on for the steering committee. So this year, the steering committee is a bunch of juniors and seniors. Again, you can stay once you do steering committee your junior year. You can stay on for as a steering committee member your senior year. Like
Okay.
we've stayed through the program as long as we possibly humanely can. Yeah, so this year we have a bunch of girls, all of whom we're really, really close with. It's a very tight-knit community. And they're all girls who are very intelligent, very committed to the program. I know we have girls from Manual, Sacred Heart, KCD, Assumption, and we have
Brown.
Wagner, Brown. Right. It's
Fern Creek.
Yeah. It's
Everywhere.
It's a very, very
All parts
diverse
of town.
group, right.
Yeah, that's cool. So when did you want to say
Well,
something?
there's one other event that you put on, and I believe it's called If Girls Rise.
Oh,
Girls Idea
Girls
Festival.
Idea Festival. Okay, the
yeah.
other one. So speak to that one. 'Cause I think that was what I got to witness last year, and I was very impressed by
Do you
it.
wanna talk about
what
that?
was that called?
Girls
Girls
Idea
Idea
Festival.
Yeah. Sorry. Girls Idea Festival. There we go.
So, Girls Idea Festival is loosely based on Louisville Idea Festival.
Lean up just a little bit.
okay.
There you go. Now you're talking.
There
The
you go.
camera's right over there.
Oh, okay.
There you can. There, your mom's gonna want to see you. That's why I'm moving you around. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, it's loosely based on Louisville Idea Festival, and it's pretty much just a culmination of what we learned this past year. So it's pretty much just the sophomores. They take control of it. They get to choose what they want to do. So each focus group that we're divided into gets about like a 30, 45 minute piece of time, and then they can have guest speakers and different activities, and just bringing the community in to learn about Louisville girls leadership and learn what we learned that year.
Pretty much Idea Festival in high school.
Yeah, it was very, I mean, and I only saw it one year, so my experience is limited, but it was a bunch of young women discussing things that mattered to them.
Wow.
In concert. And it was phenomenal to see, not only because anybody could attend, so there were people involved with Louisville School of Leadership, there were other young professionals in the community they had gone to see because, again, we're so enamored with what you guys have done. But if you're around for that this year, you should definitely check it out. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'd love to. When is it taking place?
I think it's the end of April, beginning of May.
Right around,
Honestly, I'm not
around
sure.
Derby time.
Correct.
Yeah.
29th, I think.
Yeah, right around Derby
It's a
time.
Saturday morning. I know that.
That's good. We have 52 opportunities to be right.
Right.
You're probably going to get one of them. So.
And when is the If Girls Rise?
It's usually about 2 weeks before.
Okay, so both of them are in the same springtime, huh?
Yes. Because If Girls Rise is kind of the kickoff for Girls Idea Festival.
I see. I got it. Okay. How many other events do you do during the year on a small scale or on a large scale? That are there fundraisers for this organization? Are you guys actually out seeking support?
So our main 2 events are just Girls Idea Festival and If Girls Rise. And If Girls Rise serves as our fundraising event. And Girls Idea Festival is like our capstone event. Other than that, we really spend all of our time in LGL preparing for these events because there's a lot to learn in what feels like a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we talk about things and we present on things such as like human trafficking, confidence, women in leadership, women in politics, and these are just some things that we've done in the past for 3 years. Shreya.
But yeah, so this year, we're going to have different topics. Like every year, the steering committee brings in new topics that they want to study and they want to explore more. So I know this year one new one is women in the global world and women in history, because last year we had some girls who realized, hey, this is some topic that we haven't explored really and we don't really explore in school, and we'd like to further work on that. So, so the program in a way still keeps changing every year based on the new ideas that each new class of LGL brings in.
Wow, that's amazing. So you see me multitasking, as I was telling Seema, because I'm doing several things at once. I am listening to you, but I'm also typing and I'm also watching to make sure we're on time, and I'm getting ready to play a song too. If someone is interested in becoming a part of Louisville Girls Leadership, what can we tell them to do? Do you go to a counselor? Do you see the principal? How does that all work out?
Freshmen, listen up.
Freshmen, pay attention.
Take initiative. Go to your counselors now. Applications roll out in September. We're already full right now, so applications are closed for this year's program. But for next year, when the freshmen become sophomores, go to your counselor. See if you can get nominated. If you don't know who your counselor is, or if you just want to apply, go to our website and you can apply through there.
LouisvilleGirlsLeadership.com?
Yes.
Yes, easy. LouisvilleGirlsLeadership.com. Seema?
I think there's a Facebook page as well, yes?
Probably.
We're on Twitter as well.
Instagram.
You're
Most
everywhere.
social
We're
media.
everywhere. You can't escape us. We're everywhere.
That's what people say about me. You can't escape her. Okay, so Louisville Girls Leadership on Facebook. I'm going to look this up so we can share this with everybody who's out here. Seema, go ahead.
Oh, no, nothing. I think that you guys are just very impressive.
Yeah,
And then
they
also, because we have girls from many different schools, and we have some multiple girls. So if you
What's a
don't,
multiple girl?
it's a new thing.
That sounds really interesting. I'd love to know what a multiple girl. I'm just teasing you. Go ahead. I'm going to actually zoom in. This is our high-tech camera, too. I'm going to zoom in on the Louisville Girls Leadership Facebook page.
Oh, wow.
So we can see who's this lovely young lady who's featured on the front.
That's Nora Mia Drag. I love her to death.
We love Nora. We love
She's
Nora.
the cutest thing ever. Very smart girl.
If girls rise, then. If girls rise, then. That's pretty amazing. Well, we've got one big girl rising right now, which is pretty darned exciting as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, back to the topic of Louisville Girls Leadership.
Isn't it fun?
Are you
that can
guys?
be casual?
It is.
Yeah.
Are you guys encouraged to participate in civic leadership and get into politics and
Yes.
all that
Okay.
good stuff? Tell me about it.
So I'm not sure if you're familiar with KYA, CUNA, all the YMCA stuff. It's basically like mock UN, mock Kentucky government.
Of course.
Anyway, I know a lot of LGL girls who participate in Y stuff, so it's just been another way to make connections, and we've networked through that. Like I know one of my very good friends, Sarah Haney, she is another Y kid, as we like to call ourselves, devoted Y kids. And it's just been great to see, women who are also interested in politics in the legal field, in LGL and in other organizations that we take part in the Louisville community. So as a result of that, I know I took part in the Women in the Professional World group my sophomore year. So I was really looking into women in politics. And we also watched a documentary called Raising Miss President, which was
wow.
highly recommend that. It's been great because through LGL, I found other girls who are really interested in politics and really interested in taking action, really, in our community, and I've met them in other organizations throughout Louisville as well.
Well, you're obviously very skilled and very prepared to take on the world, and I'm very happy to have you in the studio with me. Louisville Girls Leadership has joined me. We're going to be here for another 15 minutes. Seema Sheth also in the studio, who has spoken to this lovely group of women and who is a financial specialist, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about what she knows, and she's already shared some of this with us, about basically the future of money, and hopefully you can take on that large topic when we come back on Take It From Tara. Here's Jimmy Roberts, Big Boss Man.